In every game, you start by choosing your character. And week 1 was my chance to reintroduce my character, the Gaming Advisor. This time, it wasn't just about me. It's also about the Academy of Productive Gamers, my community. This warm welcome actually became my new Twitch channel trailer. During the stream, we explored resources such as the Eisenhower Matrix to prioritize your tasks, played some Marvel Rivals to let off some steam, then learned more about the Pomodoro method for time management strategies to alleviate all of those tasks. That's the ultimate goal of the Gaming Advisor. Gaming while sharing some resources at the same time. The character I chose actually made the top 250, where we had to step outside of our comfort zones. In doing so, I made my very first long-form content as the Gaming Advisor, throwing on this optional challenge of trying to balance all this stuff in my head as I'm talking about balancing your life. But lo and behold, we accomplished that challenge and felt like real content creators. To wind out the week, opened up this new resource, the Grow with Google Career Readiness Program. It's an applied digital skills training course that's completely free and waiting for y'all to jump into. Earned enough XP to level up to the next round. This time, we had some help. Needed it to battle the ultimate boss of burnout. This week was all about collaborating. Luckily, I'd already started reaching out to the RESPAWNRecruits Discord and found 4 awesome creators that were willing to jump aboard the first Career XP Talks episode, where we talked about how to maintain that work-life balance. Learned a lot from each other, and ultimately it was just a good experience. Ultimate takeaways were to have a set schedule, prioritize self-care, and be accountable for the things that you say you're gonna do. We wrapped up the week by publishing our completely free resume guide and resources. The collaborations gave us some crazy XP and we leveled up again. This week was all about telling our content creation story. I was very good at giving info, but definitely needed some help on my storytelling, and this challenge hit the spot. It allowed me to introduce people like Real Phoenix TV and Big Sin and the influence they had in my up-and-coming streaming career, as well as how the Hover's Next Top Streamer played a big part in throwing my name out there when I first started. Ultimately, it was crazy to see the growth of my content over time, gathering up all of those old clips from where I started to where I am now. We ultimately finished out the week by highlighting 7 career paths for gamers. The story was good enough to get us to the next level, where we hopped aboard the education station teaching gamers how to network. Starting off by making a good first impression with your elevator pitch, then discussed networking strategies through LinkedIn, followed by an awesome formula to reach out through cold DMs without sounding like a bot. The blog for the week went in more details with Discord communities and points of contact to connect with, taught you the transferable skills of being a raid leader, and gave some personal insights on my day-to-day teaching skills. Our lesson got us to move to the next level, where we had to promote a product. The first thing that came to my mind was SkyTech Gaming, which had powered my setup for over 4 years at that point. Took a personal approach to selling this product as well as how incorporated it is into our family life. Gave me a chance to showcase my salesmanship as well as a content that wasn't just focused on teaching you something. Really helped me hone in on what is it that audience wants. I also got more comfortable sharing what I do on a daily basis, as well as try to prop up gaming to a whole nother level that week. The pitch was good enough to move us on to the next level, where I created my most favorite piece of content I've ever created. Beyond the screen was the behind the scenes process of what does it take to make content. This was a cinematic approach to my storytelling, and it gave me a chance to showcase the behind the scenes editing process that I go through, showcased the Reddit roundup session that was now a regular part of our streams, played an awesome game that was all about being a game developer, showcased my bulk editing and content creation process, as well as highlighted the fact that one night a week at least we need to rest. Followed by our favorite 90s morning gaming and TV, realizing I spend a lot of time at this desk. With that realization in mind, bought a piece of equipment that's going to help make content away from the desk so much easier. It was spring break, so took my kids, as well as my cousin's kid, out and about. Started off with the STEM Museum, followed by a trip to an awesome aquarium at SeaWorld. That week, we also kicked off the largest collaborative event I've ever done, as well as participating in the Nerdy Game Show with Cinnamint and the Sunday Ice Cream Social with Y2 Kate. Then came time for my passionate pitch as to why I should be a Respawn partner. Started by explaining my personal experience with the brand and how satisfied I've been with this super comfortable chair. Then we started aligning ourselves with the core pillars of inclusively designed, feedback-driven, and performance expertise. Values that Respawn has that fall in line with exactly what I got to bring to the table, especially with their Scholastic esports partnership. I am so hyped to try to bring that to the next level in the collegiate side of things. We finished off with an article about adaptive technologies in gaming and the workspace. Then it was announced that we made the top 25. Not only that, we got a whole bunch of vouchers from homies in the community. I am hyped. On top of that, we were still getting out and about in the community from the lessons we learned earlier in the challenge, teaching the kids life lessons about activism as well as quality family time. What a journey. It's crazy how quickly 10 weeks has come and gone just like that. But we're still in the mix. We're this close to getting a partnership. I cannot say thank you enough to everybody at Respawn Products who's made this challenge a possibility. Big shout out to possibly Sith for combing through hours and hours of content on a weekly basis, hyping us all up, keeping all the recruits organized. Thank you. Big thank you to my friends and family for supporting me through this whole process. And also a big shout out to all the homies out there hyping me up in the chat, tagging me, vouching me, showing up. I cannot say thank you enough. This partnership, it's more than just about selling chairs and playing games. If I were to be a Respawn partner, I'm going to work with you to change lives. So Respawn, if you're ready to do that, you know exactly where to find me. Until then, stay productive, gamers.